Okay, could you start by introducing yourself to the camera, your name, your age, and where you're from?
My name is Christophe. I'm 17 years old and I'm from Luxembourg.
My name is Jane Zhang. I'm 17 years old and I'm from South Korea, but I study in England.
Okay, so you've both been here for 2 weeks now. This is the last day of the course. How have you found it?
Well, I really liked the course in general, especially teachers. They were really nice. This one-to-one tuition was really helpful. I mean, the amount of things I learned here was just incredible, and they explained everything in detail, and it was just really easy to follow.
And Jay?
I think Christophe was spot on in terms of academics, but I think what made this course really unique for me was the fact that we actually lived an Oxford life for about 2 weeks. So I think that was quite different and a unique experience.
Could you go into a bit more detail about living the Oxford life? What do you mean, being here at St Edmund Hall? Or?
Yeah, I think just living in one of the colleges is in itself quite an amazing experience for us, but also just going around Oxford, going down Queen's Lane every morning, getting coffee on the way and stuff like that. I think it really feels like, yeah, I really want to come here because the town's so pretty, and I think, yeah, it's a sort of a motivation.
Yeah, and we definitely try to give you the university level experience, particularly in terms of the classes. It's kind of what you were talking about, Christophe. What subjects have you been taking when you've been here?
Well, I've taken medical sciences. This includes neuroscience and physiology. And as my minor was the Oxbridge Preparation, and my elective was sports.
Okay, and Jay?
I did legal concepts, human rights, preparation for LNAT, and creative writing.
Okay, so it's quite a diverse range across the two of you. How have you found the class dynamics? Has it been the same as what you're used to at school, or has it been different?
Well, my school, we are 26 in our class, so here we're only 3. And everybody answered questions, we asked questions, so many of them, and this really helped to understand every single detail. The professor explained really well. And when it comes to sports, I think it's really important to have some sort of balance and academics, and also that the physical part is also there. So yeah, we enjoyed this. It was really cool.
So Jay, you had quite the unusual experience of having the same tutor for all of your little law classes. What was that like? Did you build up quite a good relationship?
Yes, definitely. In fact, I was really impressed by how such expertise he had, because he was a tutor who specialised in human rights, and which gave me quite a lot of insight into human rights. And actually, now my favourite part of law is human rights, if that makes sense. So yeah, it was definitely the best law tutoring I've had. So, yeah.
So it's opened your eyes up to something different, which is kind of what we try to do here. I mean, Christophe, I'm guessing Oxbridge preparation is maybe something that you've not really ever encountered before.
No, never.
Could you talk a little bit, because obviously a lot of students who come here, that's really what they're after.
Sure.
Can you talk a little bit about how the classes run?
Yeah, well, I was the only one who attended this class, and so I could ask as many questions as I wanted. And we started off by preparing the personal statement, which is obviously a really important bit of the application process. Then we discussed the BEMA tests. Those were actually pretty fun. And at last we did interview, which was pretty intense, but I suggest doing this really intense, because it's, there again, a really important part in order to be accepted at this prestigious university.
And we do also let you have some fun.
Yeah.
So we have the nightly ENTS activities. We've done quite a wide range of things, as well as going on excursions at the weekend. Could you talk a little bit about that?
Sure. Well, my favourite activities was obviously sports. We did rugby every so often. I really enjoyed this because it's part of the culture of England as well. And then we went to the city of Bath, which is a really beautiful city. I can only recommend this to everyone attending this course, going there as well. And yeah, I mean, the excursions in general were really fun, really organized, and they were really good.
Did you have a favourite, Jay?
Well, my favourite was definitely going to Bath, because I think it's such a lovely place that the opportunity to go there it was always a great pleasure to go there. And I think with the course, it strikes a right balance between relaxing and doing work. So these occasional excursions to Bath or Stonehenge is always, I think it sort of gets our mind off work for a bit, but then when we come back, we're fully ready to go back to work.
Yeah, absolutely. What's it been like studying with so many different cultures? So I think we have about 18 different nationalities represented. Have you learned from one another as well as from your tutors?
Sure. Well, living with someone who comes from Asia, and there's really a cultural enrichment every day. We were talking about our experiences in our country, how we live there, and this was really, really fun in one way, but also an enrichment, as I mentioned, on the other hand. And I mean, in the classes, some of us came from America, some of us came from Austria, and so asking questions and just discussing was really, really fun, as everyone brought new ideas into the game, and so it was really capturing.
Mm. What about you, Jay?
Well, for me, because I did French and German before, I had the first opportunity to actually speak to someone who can do both. So it was a great in that sense. But it's also the fact that people with different people who come from different cultures seem to have a different outlook of things. So it was always very interesting to see what I thought was the norm might not actually be the norm for other people. So that's quite an eye-opening experience as well.
Absolutely. And what? So obviously you've done the Oxbridge preparation. Is there anything else that we've offered that's maybe helped you think about applying to university in the UK, or that's prepared you in any way?
My tutor offered me going to a college, and I did this, and it was really, really fun. I mean, he's just so, in a way, he supported me so much. It was really a help, really a handful help. We have obviously also visited the city in detail. Mm-hmm. So we went, for instance, to a famous shop where they offer ice cream,
G&Ds, yeah. So you got all aspects of the Oxford life. What about you, Jay? Is there anything in particular?
Well, in terms of Oxbridge preparation, I think just the fact that we are living next to the Ents team who attended university in the UK, and the talks we had concerning UK universities, I think those are very useful in that I actually got to see the side of the application that I haven't seen at school. Like, they haven't told me about the bits and the specific details of it and how the applicants actually feel.
Mm-hmm. Have you found yourself getting on well with the Ents team? So they're, like you say, they're graduates or undergraduates of UK universities?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, very much. Especially the seminar about applying to UK universities helped me a lot of deciding whether I should apply to this one and which course I should follow and what my interests, how my interests and the courses that this university offers match up together. I mean, this really helped a lot. Mm-hmm. So, yeah.
Any thoughts on the Ents team, Jay?
Well, it's good that they weren't too distant from us. They weren't this overtowering figure who was looking after us instead of our parents. But they were like our friends to a certain extent. So some members of the Ents team played rugby with us, which was always good fun.
Yeah.
And it's just the fact that I think the Ents team and in general were always there for us, and I think that it felt really secure.
Excellent. So it sounds as though you've had quite a positive experience.
Definitely.
Could you sum the course up in 3 words?
Or
you could do 3 between you if you want.
Ooh, okay.
Okay. Academical challenging and cultural enrichment.
Okay. 4 words, but I'll let you off.
Okay.
Jay?
I'll go for unique. Definitely.
Okay. We'll put those together. 5 out of 6 isn't bad. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much.
Thanks.